Whatever you tell yourself is what you become. I don't think it's a secret that a lot of us have issues being present. We have an inbound snowstorm. I'm about to record a TV segment for Fox 13 in Tampa. Proud of myself. Joy should be the baseline by which you measure your life. Welcome back to my vlog. If you're new here, my name is Haley Hoffman-Smith and I am the friend that helps you bring your pipe dreams to reality through manifestation and motivation. I'm New York City based, crazy about spirituality, and I love doing these spiritual vlogs as a way of teaching a spiritual lesson, applying it to my life, and seeing what unfolds throughout the rest of the week. I am on X Games mode, which is like my favorite way to refer to any time I get a lot done, because I was really tired last night, so I went to sleep at like 9 p.m., which is wild. It's a Saturday morning, so that was a Friday night, and woke up this morning at 7, which is really not that early, but I usually wake up around 8:30, so it was early enough. Didn't check my phone, just went and got an Americano to get super caffeinated, knocked out 7 articles for my copywriting agency, filmed an entire reel for Instagram, and it really just made me think about how we are so much more in our power when we're present. You know that feeling that comes up when you just feel like you're not living in your full potential, like not in a big existential way, but when days go by and you're like, what did I really get done? Like, I know you can't judge your life by productivity, but when you are an entrepreneur and you are assessing at the end of the day, like, where was my focus today? Was I like checking my phone, like checking investments, like refreshing Ameritrade, refreshing social media, or was I actually doing like deep soul work? Soul work, not necessarily like inner work, but sometimes more like deep, I'm in the present moment, time is like ticking by and I don't even know it because I'm so immersed in my work, and so I'm producing my best content. And I just needed to get back into that. So I want to explore this week and hold myself accountable to and encourage you in this whole notion of in the flow state is when you are the most connected to source, to your work, to the present moment. Like, you have to be in flow to be there. If you're thinking about the future, if you're thinking about the past, if you're refreshing something or checking something or putting the focus outside of you, you're not in a flow state, and so you're technically not connected. Like, we're always connected to all that is, right? But we can really further that connection if we create more time where all the distractions are put aside and it's just you and your creative expression and your work. I really want to keep up the morning routine I did this morning. I will show it to you guys tomorrow. This morning was kind of like a test run and a needing to get stuff done, but it's also in my Instagram reels. I recorded what I did this morning. It is now, I think, 11. I'm gonna head over to Jersey City, which is where my best friend Rachel lives, with my other best friends Ankita and Alyssa, the usual characters, because we're gonna have just a nice, lazy mid-morning brunch. Rachel and Ankita are still in Whole30. I'm still in Dry January, so it's gonna be a very tame brunch, but a brunch nonetheless. Excited to see my friends, walk to the subway here in a second, and yeah, another amazing week upon us, and less than a month until I move into my new apartment. Wah! Also, I just got this bag from Rent the Runway and I am crazy about it. Look how nice it is in the middle, like all the leather. Already put my keys, lipstick in, and then it magnets together like that. It looks so good. Brunch, and we are on an investing kick with everything that's been happening this week in the stock market. So we have pulled up this random, Alyssa's the only one who's been drinking and it's showing. We pulled up this random guy's YouTube. It was the #1 recommended. His name is Phil Towns. Phil Towns. We are just gonna watch a ton of videos on investing.
Yay, I'm excited. I want money.
Woo! I got back from Jersey City just a little bit ago, and I'm touching up my makeup so I can film some TikToks. I didn't film any yesterday, and I had such a great day with my friends because after lunch, or brunch, so good, we watched YouTube videos for hours on investing. I wanted to talk about this because kind of along the same lines of what this vlog's topic is about, around the flow state and having the flow connect us most to a higher power. The more that I've been learning about investments, because obviously everything that's going on with the stock market from last week with AMC and GameStop and Melbourne Capital, I was really never in the investment game before, which is it feels embarrassing for me to admit now. My parents were always like, you should invest that money that you're making, like fine if you have some in savings, but you should really be investing the rest. And I was like, meh. You know, I was kind of using market instability in the sense of like, some people think we're heading towards another recession or a Great Depression. I was like, maybe not, maybe I'll just wait. But that was really just an excuse for me feeling like I don't know what I'm doing and I don't want to learn. I was never good at math. It was never my strong suit. And so any class around finance, like even I took business classes, you know, part of my degree from Brown was in entrepreneurship. So I would take all these classes where I'd have to go over like financial spreadsheets, and I would just always have to get help, and nothing would ever stick fully. But whatever you tell yourself is what you become. So the more that I kept seeing things like, I'm just so bad at math, I'm just so bad at finance, the more I started to believe that. And then the more that my brain, like my subconscious mind was like, roger that, let's be bad at math and finance. It's almost like I would try to learn what I was looking at in finance and investment, and something would come up as a blocker so that I couldn't absorb the information, because if I absorbed the information, I wouldn't be bad at math or finance anymore, now would I, right? And my subconscious was like, I'm gonna perform the way that you've told me that I am. Which is why it's so freaking important to say, to like state out loud what it is that you wanna be. Be conscious of saying things like, I'm always late, or I'm so clumsy, or I'm the worst. Like, your subconscious mind doesn't even know that you said it sarcastically. I almost have to like go in and be like, we said that just for the video, you know, don't roger that, don't roger that. But you become what you say about yourself. Anyways, point being, I just really became fascinated this week in particular. I think everybody has kind of. I wanted to learn everything. And so I have been like playing around, like investing some, honestly just play money just to learn how it goes. Like I made an Ameritrade account. I had made a Robinhood account, but that's obviously not the move anymore. I've always invested in crypto. By invested, I literally mean play money, like nothing that could be life-changing, because I was just kind of dipping my toe into the water. And now that I'm learning about investing and kind of seeing this whole new world firsthand, this is how people make another income source. And it just never occurred to me because I was stuck in the mindset of I'm not good at investing. In addition to that, just learning about these investing concepts today, watching those YouTube videos with my friends, hearing concepts that we've always heard, like $1 today is worth more than $1 tomorrow because you can invest it. I'm still getting used to it, but I am good at finance. Got that subconscious mind. It's really gotten me thinking about all the ways that we invest, you know, not just in the stock market, but in things like this morning, me deciding I'm gonna enter the flow state by waking up early where there's gonna be no distractions and not having my phone next to me and just going pedal to the metal for 2.5 hours on my work. I got way more done than I usually get done in a single day because I was investing all of my time and my energy and my presence into that time. I don't think it's a secret that a lot of us have issues being present and getting into flow state because we're constantly checking our phones and we're checking social media. And now, like as of Friday when I started investing, like refreshing to see what the stock market is doing, it makes us think about something like gluttony, which is a really funny word to use, but this is like my friend Ankita and I talk about a lot. I was just realizing how specifically over the course of December, and maybe it's because I was trying to do Vlogmas content, so I was always trying to have cool things to post about or film, I found that I was going to restaurants all the time, which should honestly be something that you look forward to, you know, something that you do maybe a handful of times a week. It's something that like you do for fun. And it was starting to be like, oh, I'm hungry, let me order from a restaurant, or let me go out to a restaurant. Oh, I'm gonna see this friend, let me meet her for lunch or dinner. And Ankita and I were just like thinking it through and thinking, I was honestly getting to a place, this is so funny, I was getting like tired of restaurants. Where I was like, why am I going out and spending this money to eat, you know, I mean, obviously the food here is good. I love New York City, but sometimes it's meals that I'm like, could have made better by myself. I love to cook. Essentially what I'm saying is like, are there habits in your life that seem gluttonous? Not in like a Bible sense. I'm saying in the sense of like, you're overindulging for little return on investment. Because when I go out to dinner with a friend, the whole idea is, okay, I'm gonna see this friend, I want to have this social interaction, I haven't seen her in a while, I wanna catch up. And then maybe on top of that, it's like, oh, I wanna try this good restaurant / I've been working all day, so I deserve to like get out and get a bite to eat. Also, could you get the same ROI or even more of an ROI if you bring in the financial piece by, instead of spending $80 on dinner and then like add in the Uber costs, add in everything else, you have your friend over and you cook a really healthy meal that's like $15. It's like $15 for all of the ingredients, and you guys have enough for the two of you. And so between the two of you, it's like $8 a piece. What habits can you start to instill in your own life and in your social life that has an ROI? I've been doing dry January, so I've been drinking over the entire course of January. For one, man, you save a lot of money, but for two, it's really had me rethink how I show up in friendships. Usually it is, let's go out for dinner and a cocktail, right? Or let's meet for drinks. And drinking is really the social thing where it's like, well, if we're gonna go out, of course we're gonna get a cocktail. What fun is it to go out and get a cup of water? The reason I wanted to do dry January is, one, to prove to myself that I could do it, and I've done it. Like, tomorrow is January 31st. Woo! Like, we're doing it. But I'm also gonna continue with it because it's completely reshaped how I spend time with my friends. You know, now I go on walks with my friends. We make healthy meals together. We watch educational YouTube videos together. We like do a little book club over a spiritual book together. And we still have fun. Let me make that part clear. It's not like we're like, bye fun, let's be adults forever. It's more about the relationship with each other. I think sometimes, maybe like past Haley, you know, I'd be like, it sounds really fun to go get a margarita because that sounds fun. Or the relationship itself, or the friendship, like, was kind of subpar. Like, it's like you've got your friends who you only have fun with if you're doing something fun with them. But anyways, just things to consider. This has obviously become a huge tangent, but obviously being present, but also just being really focused on how am I showing up the best that I can right now without spending extra money or time or things that I'm actually wasting because there's a negative ROI on me spending this. Whether it's time, money, effort, emotion, whatever. How can I root myself in what makes me feel most connected to source right now, what makes me feel most connected to my higher self right now? And maybe that means you have to rethink your relationships, how you show up with your friends, how you show up to your work, how often you're checking your phone every single day. But I honestly think that's the secret to happiness. I think what's been distracting us as a society from happiness is having all of these distractions. Even reading the book Spirit Hacking, it talked about how shamans will do plant medicine, or, you know, ayahuasca, all of it, but they won't touch liquor with a 10-foot stick because it disconnects you so much from your truth and your power. And it's just illuminating things like that. Like, I don't think you can really know what works for you unless you try everything. And I'm just challenging you to push past the envelope of good enough, of everybody else is doing this, so let me adhere to the cult of average, kind of around like the fear of success narrative I've been talking about on my Instagram, my podcast, my last videos. And instead, like, how can I be the best, most empowered version of myself and have fun with it? Because it's actually really fun. It makes me feel abundant to realize I saved X amount this week, or I reinvested that amount that I would have spent on going out to all these expensive restaurants. Instead, ate really healthy, focused on my relationships with my friends, and now I put X amount in the stock market and I've gotten all this money. We always have the resources at our disposal to further ourselves, and that can mean buy fun, buy leisure, by trying out a new restaurant, by having a really ridiculously amazing cocktail. You know, it doesn't have to be suck your whole life dry and become a monk. Instead, it should just be moment to moment. Does this make me happy? Does this bring me peace? Is this helping me get closer to my higher self or further away from her? It was just really percolating in my mind on my way home. I took the subway and I walked instead of Ubering, even though the cost difference, $5 versus $33 to Uber. But still, say I invest that in Tesla and tomorrow it blows up. You know? Let's do our makeup, film some TikToks, because clearly I'm in the mood to talk, and woo! Okay, I just made in my air fryer these amazing gluten-free vegetable spring rolls that I have been dying for lately. I can't get enough. And I am turning on How I Met Your Mother. I can't believe how late it is already. Have you ever just been like, where did the day go? It's almost 9 p.m. I'm gonna stick to my waking up early thing for tomorrow. So I will see y'all then. Hi guys, happy Sunday morning. Ooh, it's actually like Sunday afternoon. I'm not looking amazing. That's okay, that's okay. We have an inbound snowstorm. 14 to 18 inches. I grew up in Colorado. I can't even fathom how much that is. I guess it is inches. For some reason I thought it was feet. Let me look. Feet would not be okay. Total snow accumulation 14 to 18 inches. Travel could be very difficult to impossible. So I was trying to order my groceries on Amazon Fresh, and there are no time slots available, which is like unheard of. Like they always have an abundance of time slots. So I'm gonna run out to Whole Foods. You can tell by just like the vibe in the sky that there's, I don't know, you can just tell something's coming. So I'm bundling up, heading out. Gonna go make sure I'm not gonna starve over the next few days. I mean, so dramatic. I just, need my lemons and stuff. This should be a fun snowy week. Good thing that my snow pillow came last week from Anthro. Okay, I just got back from Whole Foods. I have not shopped in a grocery store in so long. I almost strictly do Amazon Fresh in New York. So I thought I'd show you the stuff I got because I'm excited about it. It's kind of basic, but is this stuff not the best? The Pirate Booty white cheddar rice and corn puffs? Yes, please. Corn taco shells. I'm gonna make pork poblano tacos at some point this week. Lemons as per usual. I've been really into making hot water with lemon lately. Actually had a session with my psychic this morning and she was like, what's the thing you're doing with water? You're doing something to make water healthier. And I was like, hot water with lemon? And she's like, yes. Keep doing that, it's so good for you. I'm like, roger that, get more lemons. Grapefruit juice, my mouth is watering. I have been craving grapefruit juice for some reason. I haven't had it in so long. I try to keep my juice to a minimum just because it's really high in sugars. They're not added sugars, but 21 grams of sugar, naturally occurring sugar though, in grapefruit juice. And I just try to stay away from sugar for my energy. Then I found these gluten-free chicken breast tenders. I have not had chicken tenders since I went gluten-free. I didn't even know these existed. I gasped. So I will be making these in my air fryer, you betcha. Then I got new Clorox wipes, just lavender, just smell nice. These pickles they're Bubby's brand pickles. If you get nothing else from this entire vlog, get these pickles. Not sponsored, but these pickles have probiotics in them. I'm pretty sure it's either probiotics or prebiotics. Honestly, if I'm ever not feeling awesome, I eat one of these pickles and they are magical because they're fermented, naturally fermented with naturally present cultures. So it's so good for you. Because I've been doing my power mornings, I got La Colombe cold brew. This stuff puts you on X Games mode like you would not believe. Literally per serving, it's 240 milligrams of caffeine. I'm gonna be making some iced coffee for my morning jams. I haven't tried these before, but they're gluten-free everything crackers. I guess almost everything bagels, maybe that seasoning. Gluten-free, of course. Bacon. I want to try to make it in the air fryer. Sounds like a nice snowy morning meal. And then I already cracked this open because I was so thirsty, but I was sparkling water with lemon. Yum. It spilled everywhere, but I got just a vegetable soup from the hot bar that I'm gonna have right now. I'm gonna see if I can watch a movie like The Big Short or Wolf of Wall Street. Getting in with the investing vibes. Apparently it's not on any streaming services right now. They probably realized they could make a big buck. It's maybe $3 on Amazon Prime, so I'll see what I can find. Vegetable soup time. Watching a finance movie.
Unsaid, and you cannot forget how my mistakes haunt us.
Good morning, guys. It is 11 a.m. February 1st. Happy February. Everything is chaotic behind me. I'm trying to move everything out of this frame because I'm about to record a TV segment for Fox 13 in Tampa with someone I've done an Instagram live with before, and now we're fast friends. Her name is Sorbani, and we are doing a Consumer Report story on manifestation. I'm really excited. This is my first ever TV interview. My heater just came on, and that's not what we want, but the snow is coming down like crazy. I don't even know if, yeah, you can definitely see that. The visibility is pretty bad. They actually sent out a state of emergency weather-wise. Yeah, it is pretty chaotic. Look at the road. I mean, you can see some cars. Look at that. Oh, that's not a car. I thought it was that car is spinning. No cars can go unless it's essential workers or emergencies. So I'm doing the best I can with this lighting setup because it's a bluish tint outside. I guess it looks fine on here. I wish it was gonna be better on Zoom. I've been testing out my Zoom look. So pretty good. Gotta get my tissues and my cold brew out of the way. But yeah, it's not the best background ever, but we'll do what we can until we can get into my new apartment. I'm feeling a little nervous, so I wanna prepare for a bit. Just take some notes on the things I'm gonna say because I want this to be really high impact. And I will tune back in after, and hopefully I'm gonna say that it went really well. Okay, I had to record so you guys could see my face. I wish you could feel it. I have this tendency when I'm doing something that just makes me so excited, which is always when I'm on camera, that my face gets super hot and buzzy, and my face is 1,000,000 degrees right now. That went so well, so well. Okay, the snow is not letting up. It is like crazy out there. You can kind of see the wind if you look closely. And I might be insane, but I feel like it's kind of fun to just like get out in it. So I feel like midday is kind of the warmest it's gonna get before the sun starts to go down, even though you can't see the sun. So I'm actually gonna walk out in it. Colorado native issues.
If I can't have you, I don't want you to have anyone. And if you don't want me, there's something wrong with them, right? Maybe I got problems that I don't.
I just got back from my little outdoor adventure. I actually looked like a clown when I got back because the snow was going so fast, as you probably saw in the footage, that all my makeup melted off. So anyways, I'm in my comfy coffee till cocktail shirt, my tie-dye pants, and I'm gonna make some lunch, and I haven't shown off my air fryer. There was like this big air fryer drama, and like a funny sense of drama, because I really wanted one for Christmas. Well, I was gonna buy one for myself, but then Christmas was coming up. So I asked for one for my parents, and my dad had sent me something that made me think he was gonna get it for me. And so because of that, like multiple other friends were like, oh gosh, it's a good thing you told me, because I thought that I was gonna get you one. And then Ankita was like nervously giggling, and I'm like, what's happening? I'm like, is that what you got me? And she's like, no. But then she'd laugh. Anyways, she got me one. And this thing is so freaking cool. I'm just gonna make like roast potatoes, roast carrots, and then chicken, and I can do all of it in the air fryer. This sounds like an ad, but I really just wanna show you guys because cooking is now so much faster and easier, and like everything tastes better. Okay, I thought I had chicken, but I don't. So I'm gonna try to make my own recipe. I'm gonna put bacon into the air fryer with the crispy potatoes and make it, I guess, kind of like a breakfast thing. We'll see what happens.
I've been waiting all night. Watch you blow a mile. Please don't come over, 'cause you're not sober.
Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. That looks so good. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, you guys, I put sour cream. I made it a lighter consistency by adding water to make it a drizzle. There's bacon, potatoes, Monterey Jack cheese, and then scallions, and I am so proud of myself. Hi friends. Okay, I feel like I am doing my best vlog. I thought this was about to follow. It was scary. I feel like I do my best vlogging when I am setting up the camera to do my makeup midday, but I have been in such a hectic but exciting day. Big calls today regarding some big dreams, so I'm feeling on top of the world. And then I had 4 coaching calls, which were all so much fun. I am about to film a YouTube video about how I got my TEDx's, the truth behind giving a TED Talk, and then I'm gonna blind react. Well, blind react, I've seen them before, but it's been a while since I've actually seen my TED Talk, so I'm gonna watch them back. Because it's been a while and I've changed a lot. But I'm wearing this really cute workout outfit today. That's not effective. So touching up my makeup to do that video, it is already 5 p.m. and I think I'm gonna treat myself for such an exciting and hectic day of work and order my favorite pizza tonight from Ann Pizza. Hopefully it doesn't come all jumbled like it did last time, if you guys remember last vlog. Still good though. Hi friends, yay! I am so excited. I haven't had pancakes in forever, and I just got these gluten-free pancakes from the market across the street. By pancakes, I mean pancake mix. Got some syrup, and Ankita is bringing over bacon and Dom Pérignon because we're breaking dry January tonight. By breaking it, I mean I did it. I haven't drinking anything yet. It's February 3rd now. So we are gonna break it in style and also celebrate my apartment because I never got a champagne toast for my new apartment. And it's just been a big exciting week with my Fox 13 segment and a lot of other things. So we decided to wear PJs and I added a little headband to take it in like a Blair Waldorf vibe. Make some pancakes and bacon and have some Dom Pérignon. I feel like it's the best night idea ever. I was like, let's shake things up tonight. And my room is looking particularly cozy. Ankita's on bacon duty. Hello, my friends. It is Thursday. It is early afternoon. I had a really slow start because I had champagne last night, as you saw, and that was like my official breaking of dry January, or whatever you want to call it, since it's February, so I didn't break anything, but it was my first time having alcohol in a long time, and I admittedly took it a little bit too far. I haven't been hungover in forever, and I think my tolerance was just really low. So it's been a slower start, but I'm about to record a podcast episode, do some TikToks, just catch up on work. I've been hydrating like crazy. Let's do this. Pre-podcasting planning session. I think this podcast episode is going to be about the unfolding process in life. How is that? Hi friends. Man, what a week it's been. I loved the entire concept around finding the flow as your connection to source, but I also that message really did morph over the course of this week into ROI. Like where you put your time and your energy and how everything you do has an impact. So does it have an ROI or not? It's interesting that I'm finishing up this particular vlog the day after I broke dry January. By broke, I mean it's February, so I did what I was supposed to do, but it was my first time drinking since. I have just been like hungover all day, and it's really made me think. I could have instead last night had like detox tea and water and been super productive today and felt really good all day. Like in this case, this had negative ROI. This got in the way of me finding my flow today, and therefore got in the way of me accessing my higher self today. All I want to say about that is that this should be a constant reflection process. Like I didn't expect that when I had this amazing dom last night, and there's no regrets really. I just really wish I'd only had one glass. It brings to the forefront once again this consideration of how everything you do has some type of impact on you. So is it an impact that gets you closer to your higher self? Does it make you bigger? Or does it bring you further away from your higher self? Does it make you feel smaller? That can come up in so many different ways, you know, drinking, certain relationships, bad habits, scrolling social media too much. But it's really only up to you. Like nobody can come look at your life and audit it and be like, this is what you need to change. Like you know what in your life has a negative or positive ROI. And by the way, I just really want to drive this home. That's not always about productivity or whatever. Like if something brings you joy, that's great. Joy should be the baseline by which you measure your life. So don't be afraid to use that, but make sure that there's an ROI on the joy. I've loved that consideration this week. It really has applied. It's been a really eye-opening week for me for all of that. I'm looking forward to next week. I have no idea what's coming around the bend. A lot of exciting things, especially after my TV segment this week and some other things in my career that I'm really looking forward to. So I am so grateful to have you all here. Thank you for tuning in as always. Big hug, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon. Good night.